Yo, what up? What up? Thank you. Welcome for joining in, tapping in on your day after work and or whatever you got going on. I know it's been a cool minute, huh, NORBEEZ?
Yeah, it really has. I'm glad we're back in full effect.
You finally made it, homie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So how was your weekend, homie?
Well, I just got distracted by that seashell you have there.
Oh yeah.
I
I was doing something with it, but
that's a fucking concha right there.
I know how I got two of them, homie. You barely noticed them?
Yeah, those motherfuckers are big too. Oh, sorry.
I don't want to reach behind the camera and drop the camera. I also show the audience and shit. But yeah, okay, or never mind. I was gonna have to help you grab it, but go for it.
No, I'm glad we're back. I mean, this is a show that is much needed in the community, in my opinion. So I'm very happy to be back with you on your show, and so we could speak on some stuff.
Appreciate it, homie. Appreciate it. Thanks, JEDI, for coming through once again, homie.
Hey.
All right, so what we're gonna touch on? So everybody's been asking about the eclipse. We're gonna touch on that. We're gonna touch on what were the other things, bro?
You know what?
The eclipse. We're gonna touch on
biblical prophecies.
The findings of what Putin was that he had in his vault. It wasn't actually a vault. I don't believe that he had it in his vault. You could actually go into a museum and see him over there. The images that he pulled up or referencing the images of the disciples being black. So we're gonna touch on that. And
weak men.
What else? Who?
Weak men.
Oh yeah, weak men. Weak men. What do you think about weak men?
You two weak men.
Do you think there's more weak men today than there was?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
Porn.
What the hell?
Porn is way too accessible. It makes all these men very weak.
But just porn? Is that what was that in that what you were getting at?
I don't. It was never as.
I was totally. I'm not even on that subject.
Yeah.
I was on something else, homie.
Really?
But not porn. Porn?
I mean, in a wider range, that's what I'm guessing. That's my thought because it was never this easy to get.
So you're talking about in a relationship wise, not as just being a man in general, like an alpha male.
No, I'm talking about like a man in general. I think that they're weak because they don't stand for anything anymore, and they have more access to naked women.
Just essentially make you that, bro.
Well, you got to look at the numbers. Look, this is why all these women are making so much money off of OnlyFans. Like these girls that would never have made this money are becoming millionaires.
Well, true. Men resort to having to watch somebody. I guess they're not able to get a real woman. Are you saying that or what?
That's because of the access of porn, you know.
But I don't think it's because of the access of that.
I would say it's one part.
I think it's half and half, bro.
Yeah.
Because I think women, in a sense, have been dumbed down. No disrespect to all the real ones out there, but have been dumbed down also.
Yeah.
And also brought up in a sense as being above men.
Yeah.
And you could be independent. You don't need nobody or nothing.
Yeah.
Get your bag. So that's what these girls are doing, getting their bag and taking pictures and having everybody assume they're living this lavish life of traveling.
I think there's a lot to go into that because it's interesting what you just said right now. And it makes me wonder too about like for instance, before the majority of women didn't have access to certain men that I guess you would say are like the more attractive kind.
Uh-huh.
They before the internet, before these phones, before these apps, they never had that much access to them. So they would literally have to like find the guy that's in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Or in the work area.
Yeah.
But now they don't have to do that. They go on Instagram and they could talk to the guy they would want.
Well, Instagram is like a big menu, homie. It's like you could look at what you want to order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want a girl with this type of body, or a girl has this type of job, or making this amount of money, and you're able to go on that and pick and choose what you want. You know, if they're willing to stoop to your level or try to rise to your level.
Yeah.
But
it's
yeah, I guess
crazy.
that's.
Wait, I think we're jumping on subjects though.
I know, homie.
No, we're not gonna get into that yet.
All right.
The next one that we're gonna the one after that we're gonna talk about frequencies.
Oh yeah, frequency.
So I guess the eclipse is first, right?
Yeah, let's start on the eclipse then. So I know a lot of you guys have been watching the news or maybe seen it on TikTok or Instagram about this eclipse that's coming on April 8th, and they're kind of mixing stuff up with biblical history and Egyptian prophecy. in a sense to say that this eclipse that's coming is going to cause the 3 days of darkness. You know, so we're going to touch on that, how it doesn't coincide, it doesn't go together. So what was I going to touch on first, bro? I had a whole thing. People were asking about the biblical part, right?
Yeah.
So on the biblical part, I think people misconstrue scripture when the Most High is talking about, and when I say Most High, I'm saying God. We don't reference the Most High or God as that, because God it's a man-made term. It's a deity, and the Most High is not a deity if you do believe in the Bible or scripture. So, you have them right there, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Which one do you want me to read?
Let's pull up the first one would be let me see, which one could you show, bro? First, let's show Amos. Amos is a short
8:9?
one. Yeah, Amos. And read it.
Amos 8:9. And it shall come to pass in the day, says Yahweh. Yahweh.
Yeah.
Elohim, that I will make the sun go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in broad daylight.
In broad daylight, right? So essentially, people would assume that he's speaking about an eclipse, right?
Actually, yeah, that's what I would thought.
Okay, so the next one we're going to go to is, a lot of people have been talking about how they're having visions and there's signs in the sky and there's signs on earth and stuff like that. And when you think about it, that is happening. And getting back to our cultura, that's the main thing we relied on, you know, our visions and stuff. And that's something that was robbed from us, from our people. So we're going to go ahead and read Joel. Go ahead. You want to read Joel?
Joel 2:28-32. And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Prophesy.
Yeah.
Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And also on my menservants and on my maiden servants I will pour out my spirit in those days. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of Yahuwah. And it shall come to pass that whoever calls on the name of Yahuwah,
Yeah. Shall be
saved. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there shall be deliverance, as Yahuwah has said, among the remnants who Yahuwah calls.
Okay, and we're going to read, that's another scripture, okay? So remember those ones that we're saying, okay? Joel 2:28, and then Amos 8 and 9, and then we'll go to Luke 21:25.
All right, Luke 21:25. And there will be signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars, and on the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring.
So I'm sure if you see a lot of stuff that's going on right now, there is perplexity. There's a lot of stuff going on with people saying talks of war, a lot of diseases that are coming out right now that we spoke on last time. There's a lot of stuff. They will be called plagues in biblical history or whatever that are happening today. Today they're just called diseases, not plagues. You look at the weather. Yeah. Yesterday was what? It was almost snowing over here in East LA, homie.
Dude.
Yeah, that's just crazy, right?
Weird, dude.
All right, and we're gonna go to one more, homie. Okay.
Yeah.
And this isn't a whole biblical lesson. We're just speaking on the eclipse part, okay? And some of the scriptures that relate to this event happening. So Exodus 10:21.
Exodus 10:21-22. Then Yahuwah. Sorry,
get the word right, homie.
Then Yahuwah said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand towards heaven, and that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, darkness which may even be felt." So Moses stretched out his hand towards heaven, and there was thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days.
Okay, so people can misconstrue this scripture as well, okay? When he says, stretch your hand toward the heaven, that they may be darkness over the land of Egypt, right? So that's not a literal term. Okay, when you're in school and they teach you about scripture and stuff, they reference Egypt, right? And so we think about Egypt is the land over there that's over there, right? That's not true. Egypt means bondage. That's what Egypt means. So reach your hand over the land of bondage. Who's in bondage right now? We are. We were sold. We're literally cattle. Okay, it's called maritime law. If anybody wants to look that up, okay? There's a lot more I could get into, but we'll be here forever if I get into it. But were you gonna say something, bro?
Somebody donated $1.99 and asked, could the eclipse be the black sun?
No, the eclipse is not the black sun. The black sun would actually be in the hollow earth. And we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that too. Okay. So remember, Egypt means bondage. You can't take these terms literally. We'll take. I'll give you another reference, right? John 3:16, when God says about the Messiah coming to be a sacrifice, right? For the world, right? We think of the world being the whole earth. It's not the whole earth. The world specifically is a nation of people, a specific nation. Okay. So that's what he was talking about. Okay. And the last one was, we could go to Revelation 8:12.
All right. Excuse me. Revelation 8:12. Then the fourth angel sounded, and a third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that a third of them were darkened, a third of the day did not shine, and likewise the night.
Okay, so there you go. There's some scriptures. I couldn't get all of them because it's going to take time for me to put all of them and speak about everything. So there's some that you could look up yourself and, keep it in your file cabinet, and put it together with everything that you're learning about or whatever. That's what I do. Whatever I learn about, I try to save it either in my files or in my whatever, because you could only remember so many things, in your brain. But okay, so what else was there, bro? I was going to say something else, man. Oh my God, what was it? I answered that dude's question, right? Okay, cool. So we touched on the eclipse. Okay, the other one was about hell. I always get this question and it bugs me, and I wanna hell, like HELL, like no. Hell. People always ask me about hell, bro. I don't know why. Like, am I gonna go to hell if I do it? Am I going to hell? Like, I'm no preacher. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm a preacher or nothing like that. But hell is a made up thing. Hell isn't biblical. We'll just say that. Okay. The lake of fire is biblical, but those are two different things. Okay. The lake of fire is for abominations in the Bible. Hell was made up by I can't even pronounce his name. I don't think I could pronounce his name right. Excuse me if I do. If you guys know how to pronounce it better, but the first name is Dante, and then Allegri or something. Allegri. I don't want to say Alighieri. Yeah. But Allegri or something like that. Okay, and he actually was a poet who wrote about the 9 rings of fire. Okay, Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno. Okay. Yeah.
And that's where the whole term of hell comes through. If you do something bad, you're going to go to hell or go to purgatory. Okay.
So that's not part of the Bible, though.
No, it's not. If you do something bad, you do not go to hell. Okay. That curse of what you do gets passed down to your bloodline and goes down to your children's children and keeps repeating itself until you stop doing your sin.
Damn.
Okay. So there, got that one out the way. I had to get that question on me because I get like hundreds of fucking messages about that one, bro.
That's an important question too. People need some clarification about hell because, when you live in this city of angels, a lot of people here feel that they might be going there.
Yeah, I guess. All right, so another one that I wanted to touch on was frequency. Okay, energy and frequency, and it has to do with everything actually. Yeah. Right. We had our first sit down was about. I'm gonna post that video too, bro, if you don't mind. Yeah. But was about frequency and about energy and shit like that, And people can today call it a gut feeling because you've been robbed of your real sense of what feelings are. Okay. So if anybody wants to go back and rewind this, remember the definition of feelings. Feelings, right, is the frequency that's being manifested to you. Okay. That's what feelings are. What was I gonna say? Okay, so one of the questions was, sorry if I'm all over the place, right? There's so many questions that people ask me about 432 hertz and 440 hertz. Okay, and what are the differences? Okay, 432 hertz, and let's talk about music for a little bit, right? For those that are into music, you guys know about frequencies and stuff, and about tuning your instruments or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, Mozart and a lot of the old people that did operas and all that stuff like that, they would tune their instruments to 432 hertz. That is actually a healing frequency that actually restructures your organs and stuff like that, your cells.
Do we have an example of 32 hertz?
Man, you would have to look it up, bro.
Let me look it up while you.
You're gonna have to show a video. And 440 hertz, what they have us tuning our instruments now, that actually is a stagnant frequency. It doesn't do nothing beneficial to you. Okay, so like if you guys remember churches back in the day, they were considered cathedrals. You would go in and it was a big old high ceiling, and it was to magnify that frequency that was being admitted to you. Okay, there were high ceilings and they had these big organs with these big old pipes that went up, and you could hear everything. There were stained glass windows that had a certain how do you say, what word am I looking for? They were designed a certain way, the stained glass. So when the sun shined through that and it hit you, it actually was a healing frequency being admitted to you, and you felt better.
Yeah.
This is fact. You can look this up. Okay. Now they're just considered churches, and they have small ceilings, and you rarely see any stained glass windows, and there's no organs being played. I mean, there's music being played, but the musicians playing the music don't have their instruments tuned to 432, which is a healing frequency. Okay. So getting back to frequency. Frequency is also not verbal or not musical. It could be you thinking about something. If you think that you're gonna be sick, you're gonna be sick. If you think that you're gonna fall in love, you're gonna manifest that into your life, and you're most likely gonna fall in love with somebody. Okay.
What frequency is that?
It's the frequency of shut the fuck up. Nah, but
Can't Brad find love?
You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
Okay. So yeah, we spoke about that in our first video. I'm gonna be posting it up on my Instagram, and we'll be uploading it to this channel as well. So yeah, that's what we had to. It's the 11th harmonic, if you guys want to know about it, and actually there is frequencies that heal you. Okay, there's actually frequencies that heal cancer, and it's let me see. 100,000 hertz, okay? Between 100,000 hertz and 300,000 hertz, that kills cancer, okay? If you guys can find, what is that machine called? There's a machine, I should have had this prepared. I wasn't going to talk about the machine. There's a machine that emits frequency and is healing, and you could actually get into it, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they built them, but they banned them. They banned them here, bro.
Of course
and
they did.
Actually, it makes the cancer cell implode from inside your body. And
I seen clips
up.
about that. I seen
Okay.
clips of that.
Yeah, they don't want you to know that, and they don't teach you that in school. And the hospitals definitely are not going to tell you, okay? Because the pharmaceutical company, they're trying to keep you sick. Okay, so remember that. It's all about frequency. Frequency is energy, and without energy, you're nothing.
I gotta look up the frequencies, man.
Yeah, okay? So feelings are the frequency that's being manifested towards you, okay? So it's either the thought process. Have you ever got home and maybe your spouse is having a bad day and you feel that energy? She's emitting that energy from her pineal gland that your pineal gland is picking up, her energy or her aura.
Yeah.
Okay? They don't teach us that. They just teach you that your feelings are, oh my God, don't break my heart, mijo, or don't do this or don't do that. All right? So, but that's what feelings are, okay? The feelings that are being manifested towards you. So go ahead. What was the other thing we were going to talk about, bro?
Let's see. It's going to be. Well, we already did biblical prophecies.
Is
that part of the eclipse?
Yeah. That was part of where I got into that part. How because people were talking about the eclipse is in the Bible and it talks about the eclipse and all this and that, and it isn't that. It's not that.
Okay.
So
Well,
now we could get into your stuff. These were just some of the questions, bro, that people kept asking me, and I had to address.
Did you want to, before we get into them, did you want to read some of the questions in the?
Oh yeah, go for it,
post,
homie. Yeah, you
the
can read
community
some.
post? All right,
Yeah, go for it, homie.
Let me pull that up.
And if I didn't get to specify on any of the stuff that I was bringing up right now, feel free to hit me up on my Instagram, marvelousink_tattoos, or you could drop it in the comment section. NORBEEZ will either read it, or I'll either read it and reply. Or you could reach me on my cell phone, send me a text message, or if it's really urgent and you want to contact me, my cell phone is always on my Instagram, so you could reach me there too, okay?
All right, so it's going to be salute Marv and much respect, brother. Is there any organization out there that teaches or applies all this Cura knowledge to daily life?
That I know of, no, there isn't. Do you know of any?
No, I don't know either.
Okay, yeah, I don't know any, and I don't think that they would want you to have that either.
I mean, for the most part, you do your own research, your own studies on a daily, right?
Yeah, on the daily. And actually, what you can do and what I tell people, I could reference 100 books right now, but is any of them going to be beneficial to you more than sitting down with an actual member of a tribe or somebody that does have family members that still speak our language or our old language, you know? That you could talk to and learn our language or learn our recipes or learn our ways of healing or learn our ways of prayer or learn what dances we can do. Those aren't in a book.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could find a tribal member, go on IG and hashtag indigenous or hashtag anything, Mexica, or you could hashtag a lot of one. I always reference a couple of people that I know personally that you could get a hold of if you want to learn something specifically, because people are really broad with their questions with me, and I can't really like reference a specific thing unless you're specific about what you want to know about, you know? So,
it's crazy. Now that I say that, how do you feel about like these groups in like Central America or Mexico or South America? Because I noticed that they're inviting or letting in like groups of white people to like to share into the ceremony.
And for those that are of other ethnicities and stuff like that, like say if you are white or say you are Chinese or whatever you are, you know, it's in your best interest to come and respect. You know, a lot of people do it because they want to be a part of something, and just because they're going through something in their life and they have this awakening that they want to find their spirituality or whatever your reason is. But you have to come with respect and respect our cultura, our culture. You can't just come and start dressing the part and put on some feathers and make the whole, you know, look and war paint and try and do a dance and there it is. No, you have to learn from the beginning as if you were a child, because you are a child. You are, such as I am myself. You know, I don't consider myself an elder and knowing any more than anybody else. You know, I'm still learning, you know, but that's all we say. We just ask for respect, you know, respect our land and understand your place, you know, and your place is you're living on stolen land. That is your place. This is stolen land. Wasn't given to you freely. It was robbed. It was robbed by rape, pillaging, by the massacre of millions of indigenous people. Okay, so you got to respect that. Because what if I came into your home and took your wife out of your home and took the baby out of her womb, like, you know, unnaturally? Is that okay? And my bloodline just came and made settlements here and created a farmland, and I enforced my law and authority over you. How would you feel? You can't sit there and say, "Oh, that's not me." No, it is you. You're part of that bloodline. You're not exempt of that curse that's upon your bloodline, just as I'm not exempt from mine. Okay, so you are to be held accountable for what your bloodline does. Okay, so that's about it. I don't know how else to answer that question, homie.
All right, so this one's interesting question. Glory to the Most High. I have two questions for you, bro. Marv, would you ever do a study on Ephesians 6:11?
Yeah. Actually, we're doing studies. I had the brothers. I reached out to them. I'm just waiting for a date to set up so we can have a part 2.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, that one will be pretty dope.
He also said, and what are your favorite Air Jordans?
Oh my God. Damn, I don't know, man. I think the 4s, homie. I know it's not related to what we're talking about, but The 4s, I think they go with everything.
It's always good to.
Yeah.
All right. Another question. I know you're busy, but do you think you'll continue to do discussions weekly or bi-weekly?
Oh yeah, anytime I get a chance, homie, or girl. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say homie, but for the person that's asking that question, anytime I can go live or the homies are available to help me out, I'm appreciative of that. So I also have family things going on. I got my kids that I take care of. I'm not a YouTuber like that, and I'm not a content dropper like that, you know, as people think that I might be or whatever. So whenever I can touch on some subjects or whatever I feel that you need to know, we will go live, you know, but bear with me. I'm sorry, you know, I don't have everything that all these other YouTubers got, or money or resources. So, you know, I'm appreciative that those that do, you know, are joining live tonight, you know, and every other night that we do go live.
Yeah. We're going to eventually get our own studio so we could do this more frequently when we get the money. All right. When was the last time you grew your hair out?
Damn, when I was young.
Jeez.
Young. I grew it out maybe like I'd gone like a week the most of growing my hair out, but I got too much white hair. So.
Do you believe in the rapture and great tribulation?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I believe in the tribulation.
Okay. Rapture, what would be considered rapture?
So the rapture is prophecy of the Most High coming to take his people, 144,000 of each tribe. Okay.
Okay, marvelous. Why did you choose to specifically identify with the Mexica?
Through the migration of my grandfather's father. And let me say this real quick, okay? Nobody, or not nobody, let me just say it like this. The majority of people that claim to be from a certain tribe cannot literally identify them being from that tribe at all. Because you cannot trace your migration. The most somebody probably has ever traced their migration back to is maybe 5 generations if their grandparents are still alive, or if they have kept their oral law or their oral teachings in their family. You know, us, we like to use the term Mexica, or we like to use the term Azteca, or any other tribe. But you got to remember, there was hundreds of tribes that were out of the Mexica. So you have no idea. Some Mayas might have migrated, you know, further north, or some Incas might have migrated further north. So, you know, that this is the only way that I'm able to do it, you know? So, you know, you never know, homie. You might be, you know, your dad's dad might have been an Inca that, you know, have got with the Mayan woman or whatever. Yeah. But you're still of your father's seed.
You just never know.
So don't forget that.
I mean, even Egyptians could have migrated.
Exactly.
West.
Exactly.
Do you think MK Ultra happened?
Oh, definitely. That's still happening. MK Ultra is still happening. But today they're using, back in the day in the 70s and 80s and early 90s, they were using visuals like flashes of light through television and subliminal messaging through cartoons and stuff like that. Now they're able to use frequency. And remember, frequency, different kinds of hertz are going to affect your subconscious differently. Okay? Some will make you depressed. Some can make you go into a transit state of mind. Some can even make you happy. Some can make you lovable. There's different frequencies for different things. Okay? So depending on the frequency that's being emitted to you, that's what you're going to be feeling or going to react to that. Okay? So remember that. What you're watching, what you're consuming, you know, visually, you know, literally just hearing it, or maybe just even feeling a frequency that you don't know is being conducted to you, that's what you're going to react to. Okay?
What's up, marvelous? Chris from Arizona. I have a question for you. There's a Mayan civilization that predates the first pyramids in Egypt. And there's pyramids in Egypt that's called the Temple of Maya that has Chichen Itza writing all over the ceiling.
Right.
Do you think we built the pyramids in Egypt? That's a very good question.
That is a very good question. And you know what? The writings on, he said the pyramid in Egypt, I read a little bit of that, but I never confirmed anything on that part, so I can't speak on that part. But as far as our pyramids over here, our pyramids are literally, I believe, are the first ones. You know, really.
I would agree.
Those pyramids in Egypt are knockoffs. You know, those are only like big generators. They're not tombs that held the king and King Tut and all this. That's all made up shit. that's been made up. Those aren't. Those are like literally cell towers or generators. They're not nothing like that. And the tops, the capstones have been taken off. Those have been removed. They all had gold capstones. So go ahead.
No, I mean, it's true. I've always told people that those Egyptian pyramids are new pyramids. I say this because a lot of the Egyptian gods are representative of animals that exist on this part of the world. Almost half of the animals that they show as the Egyptian gods, they don't exist in that part of the world. So I tell people that yes, those Egyptian pyramids do belong to this side of the world. But just like any big nation, you eventually start putting embassies. Like, for instance, the U.S., we have embassies all over the world to represent us.
Right.
I would like to think that we have 2 entire continents here filled with pyramids. And only very little pyramids across the other continents. That would make me believe that we somehow, some way did build those places and did abandon them because history will show that all of us abandoned all of our pyramids.
Right.
None of us stayed there. We left them to literally rot and grow trees around it.
Well, I don't believe that we left them and rotted. But
Well, I'm not rotted, but I mean, like, we just didn't live in them anymore.
Our people were wiped out by a catastrophic event that those bloodlines caused.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That goes back to that. Did I ever tell you that theory about the war, the ancient war?
Nah.
Between the dragons and the angels?
Nah.
Yeah, that's my theory, by the way. That we did have an ancient war here that did cause a catastrophe on this side of the world. Right. That had to do with actual angels fighting dragons from this side, because in our culture, in our cultura, we recognize dragons as part of our way of life. Right, they existed with us. Right. But something wiped them out too, just like they wiped us out. And the only thing that ever shows actually in human history records that fought dragons were angels.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to show me that after the show.
Yeah.
All right, homie. Next one.
All right. Have you seen the document that talks about how they use these head rigs to get people to go crazy? They used them in China in 1940 during World War II.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they show if he's talking about the specific ones that the CIA was using, where they show you certain images to drive you crazy and shit like that. Yeah.
All right. We already answered the Eclipse question, so not that one.
Hey, we're gonna be taking phone calls, right? Let's do it. All right, yeah, because people were mad.
Okay, you know what? There's a lot of like.
Why don't we get to some phone calls, bro?
Let's go through the topic.
Let's go to the topic. My bad. And okay. You know what? If you want, while we're going through that topic, you want to take phone calls, bro? Let's go
at least 10 minutes.
All right, we're gonna leave 10 minutes, and then we're gonna take phone calls. My bad. All right. My bad. All
right. So the topic that we had talked about since last week is talking about weak men. And specifically, something that I've noticed that there's a lot more weak men that are being like elevated, if you may, and pretty much what's the word? They're influencing, our people to want to become like them. Yeah, but not realizing that they're trying to become weak men. Right. And there's a lot of examples on YouTube of men that pretend that they're these tough guys,
and they're not.
They're just narcissist liars. Right. That make it seem, but people believe them. Right. And it's crazy because they don't understand the fact that when you believe a person like that, you yourself become weak.
Right. So in order to identify a weak man, you would have to know what a strong man is, right? Yes. Okay, so what would be your definition or your thoughts on what a strong man is?
I think a strong man would have good morals, walk a good path, they don't really need the attention of wanting to tell people I helped this so and so, I helped this so and so. Somebody that doesn't have to flaunt it, just do it. Right. A man of action. Right. A man of action doesn't really have time to explain all the things they've done.
Right. He doesn't have to explain.
He doesn't have to.
Like the doesn't have to explain to the fly why honey is better than shit.
Damn.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yes, exactly.
The bee is getting his honey, and,
Yeah.
let the other podcasters indulge in their shit.
But I think that's what we're going towards. Why, like, what is causing these weak men to get elevated, and what's causing more weak men to be created?
Well, the first is what we talked about is influence, bro.
Yeah.
Influence. And that's why they're using the whole term influencers.
Yeah.
A person, if I can't get somebody to follow me and believe in everything that I say, I'm going to get the person that he believes in then. So say he believes in you, NORBEEZ.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, oh, NORBEEZ is a cool dude. I like the hats he wears or whatever.
Yeah.
He knows how to talk. I'm going to influence you. See, he believes in you, but you believe in me. So I'm gonna influence you with all my garbage or whatever I'm gonna do, even if it was good stuff.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be following me anyways, not knowing.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a perfect example of biblical stuff.
Yeah.
People believe in the Virgin Mary, right? And that whole thing, that is actually the story of Semiramis and her son Tammuz, that was born December 24th, not the Virgin Mary. Okay. But since they want you to get to they'll make up a thing, or whatever, and you end up believing it and worshiping Semiramis anyways.
Damn.
So that's what people are doing. Everybody's paganism today, and nobody knows it. People think they're doing the real thing, even when they do find out, my bad, homie.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Even when they do find out the truth, and you do show it to their face, they say, "Oh well, I'm just gonna keep on doing it because the kids are happy."
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought that up, the paganism, because I think Easter is coming up.
Yeah, Ishtar. Yeah.
And if I can recall, that has to do with a deity of
it's like a
procreation.
fornication. It's like a fornication god. All this shit is all gods. It's like people don't understand. When did the bunny get to the point where it was like put together with the Messiah?
Yeah.
Resurrecting. What does a bunny have to do with it?
Yeah.
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Hey, who has the phone?
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Oh yeah, where's the phone at, homie?
Right here, I got it.
Oh,
right.
you got it? Okay.
You want it?
Oh shit, let me see the cord, homie.
Ah.
Oh hell nah. Don't even pull the back of the cords right there, homie. Everybody's gonna get mad at me. All right. You put the number up already?
Yeah.
All right. Damn, this shit's working real good today. Fuck.
Hey.
Hey, my apologies if we couldn't get the calls last time on Rhodium Radio. For those that didn't see the last episode that we dropped regarding all that crap.
Oh yeah, that was a good one though. I really was entertained with that one.
Hey, and for anybody that well, first of all, let me say this. I want to send my respects to everybody that sent me apologies. That thought otherwise of that other podcaster that was putting out a bunch of bullshit, and they finally found out the truth. I want to thank you for all your apologies and you, man, being a man and saying I'm sorry. I thought this was true, or I thought you were half white, and now I see that you're not, or they met my brother, or one of my brothers actually, but I mean, like. I'm not one to indulge in all that bullshit. If you do see me speaking about other shit, or you see me out of my character, it's because I'm replying to some bullshit that I really don't want to reply to. If you watch the video, I didn't even want to do that video or be like, it's kind of aggravating, for me to have to defend my character or who I am. I don't have to do that out here in the street. So why should I have to do that for a bunch of people I don't know on YouTube? You know what I mean? And you shouldn't have to do that either. But anyways, I just want to send a shout out to all the people that show me love and respect, and seeing that person for who he is. You know what I mean? But yeah.
All right, so I guess we do have a caller. Caller, where your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? This is Focus.
Oh, what's cracking? Hey, what's cracking? Focus.
What's up, Focus?
How you doing, homie?
Hey, I was listening to your little you're letting out some steam right now, huh?
Hey.
Oh yeah. What's going on though? How you been?
All right, no, so quick. Good, brother. So quick thing, watch. So what I was thinking when you said what makes weak men, you know what? I think there's several things. For example, the internet. Before, like let's say and you can't blame them because the internet just makes everything easier. But before, if you wanted a woman, you had to go out and look for her. Now you can just sit in your room in your calzones scratching your balls looking for a girl, right?
Yeah.
And nowadays, like let's say for instance, you can, you had to go out and get your food. Now you can just order it again from your phone. So there's a lot of things that take away from being I think the internet takes a lot of things away from being a man.
I agree with you. Heck yeah.
What's another thing? And then you know what Norby was saying about porn. I know you guys were laughing at it, but it's true. Like before, bro, you had, in order for you to go see a naked woman, you had to take her on a date, and if she wanted to give you some, she'll give you some.
Yep.
But other than that, if you can stay home now if you want, and if your cell phone gets you going, then hey, you know what? Power to you. But I think the internet has a big part to do with it. And then not only that, there's a lot of people that you could say, like let's say within your group of friends or anybody that influences you, you see them kind of being weak and stepping back and not doing the things that men do. Then you see them and you're like, oh, well, I could do the same thing. I could sit back and just be a passenger princess while my girl drives me around now. You know what I mean? So it's just
passenger princess?
Passenger princess. Oh, I learned a new word today.
Remind me not to let a girl drive me.
That's right. That's right.
I like that.
Bro,
I like that.
That's just or passenger prince. You know what I mean? So it's just an example. Like all those like soft things, like no longer opening the door for a woman, all that, or expecting the woman to like just do certain things that men are supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I think it's more easier now for guys to back off and be less of a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think so. I don't know.
Right.
So that's one. And then two, okay, so to the both of you, I don't know if there's any type of significance, but April 8th is my birthday.
Hey.
Right on the day of the eclipse, right?
Oh.
Is there any type of significance, do you think, or what do you think? Is it an omen or is it something positive, or how should I look at it?
I really don't consider this an omen, homie, or your birthday being in any association with any bad thing that has to do with or good thing that has to do with the eclipse happening. I just don't, bro.
Yeah. I mean, for me, as far as I know, whenever I hear about the 3 days of darkness, it takes me back to an old codex with the Mexica, where there is a part there where they do explain that there is a time where there is a 3 days of darkness, which represents I want to say it represents the birth of a new sun, or just another I want to say like another restart of the calendar, if anything.
Okay, yeah,
I know there's something related to that. But while I got you here, Focus, I need you to do me a favor. Stop looking through my window, watch me get girls.
Hey, Focus.
My bad, bro.
Hey, Focus.
You put my dirt out there like that.
Hey, if you don't mind, homie, I would like to give a shout out to your handle, homie, and your business that you do got photography, if you don't mind.
Hell yeah,
okay, can you go ahead and give them your Instagram or whatever platform that you got, your YouTube channel or anything, homie? This is a good photographer. He worked on the Peter Centinelo documentary. If you want to look that up, Marvelous Peter Centinelo. You guys can see the little documentary we did about the Chicano in East LA. He's a photographer, great photographer, good friend, good homie right there. Give him your handle, bro. If they need to get in contact with you for any photography, professional photography at that.
Hey,
hit up the homie right here. Go for it, bro.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate that, Marvelous. Underscore LA. I mean, it's old school photography. I still shoot with film if you guys want to check it out. Also, if you guys really, people that are not from LA, if you guys want to take a dive into LA culture, LA cultura, go ahead and check it out. You guys will see some interesting stuff on there, but I appreciate it.
Hey, gracias, homie. Hey, you have a good night, and thank you for tapping in, homie.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. Thank you, guys. And then, hey, NORBEEZ,
yes,
I would think twice about those categories you're going on Pornhub.
Get out of here.
Don't burn me like that.
Don't let me find out, homie.
Don't burn me like that, Focus. All right, man.
Okay.
We'll talk later, man.
All right. Talk to you guys.
real
Peace, man. Take care, guys.
You too, bro. Real
Yeah.
quick, I wanted to get into. I forgot about this one. This was another question.
Did you send me that one?
No, I
Oh,
didn't,
okay.
bro. But you could go ahead. You could read it from there, no?
It's a little bit hard because
okay.
that
I'll go ahead.
Things.
So this one is a woman named Anne Marie, and I think it was before this, bro. But this is what I don't know where my papers are on this, the 3 Days of Darkness, but this is what I pulled up. Anne Marie Teyagi. I don't know how. I think I'm butchering that last name, homie. But her was a prophecy through her. Days of darkness prophecy, right? There shall come over the whole earth an intense darkness lasting 3 days and 3 nights. Nothing can be seen, and the air will be laden with pestilence, which will claim mainly, but not only, the enemies of religion. It will be, and this was for Catholicism or people that were Catholics back then. It will be impossible to use any man-made lighting during this darkness except blessed candles. He who out of curiosity opens his window to look out or leaves his home will fall dead on the spot. During these 3 days, people should remain in their homes, pray the rosary, and beg God for mercy. All the enemies of the church, whether known or unknown, will perish over the whole earth during a universal darkness, with the exception of a few whom God will soon convert. The air shall be infected with demons who will appear under all sorts of hideous forms. Okay, so this was...
Focus, you just had to be born, huh?
Damn,
Sheesh.
homie.
That's a lot, dude.
But anyways, this was they say one of her prophecies, but I really do believe it came from before her. But so there you go, Reddit.
All right, caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Down in California.
How you doing, bro?
What up, man?
Hey, is this NORBEEZ and Marvelous?
Simon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I just want to make sure because I usually come American Cholo and I want to
Órale.
make sure.
Hey.
Nah, I didn't answer like, oh, what's up, carnal? No, we don't do that over here.
Hey, what's up, Playboy?
Hey, what's up, Playboy? Talk to me, Playboy.
Hey,
Oh, they're rubbing his mole on. Oh, Playboy.
hey, so I got a question for Marvelous, right?
Yes, sir.
So I know you're with the indigenous like thing, like the whole, being not Mexican necessarily, but you're with the indigenous part of the Mexican part or the this part of Mexico. But hey, how was it that you quote the Bible, which is a contradiction to what the indigenous part is, because people that are indigenous don't like the Bible.
Exactly.
Hey, you're about to close now.
Because it was brought to us.
And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead and finish your question, homie, so I can speak. My bad.
So my question is, how do you correspond with like being on both sides? You're like a contradiction.
Okay,
you're almost like, I want to be on this side, and I want to be on this side, and then when it makes sense to me, I want to be on this side, and I want to be on that side. So, because you quote a lot of Bible, you quote a lot of stuff in the Bible. Well, I like the Bible because of this, but according to a lot of our indigenous, even cousins on the northern side, which are the Cherokee, they don't quote the Bible, bro.
Oh, I know that.
They dismiss the Bible.
You're right. You're right about everything that you're saying right now, except for one thing.
My
bad. Go for it.
Finish your questions, because
I'm sorry,
you could
man.
answer it.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I want you to get your time in. Go ahead, homie. My bad.
So my question is, how are you how do you come between the Bible and then your indigenous side? Because it sounds like I said, like you sound like a walking contradiction. You're like a contradiction. Like you can, but also you use it to your advantage. Where you can say, "Oh, this is this, and this is that." You use both sides. So
What do you? Can you go a little
very
bit?
hypocritical.
No, okay. Can you go into a little bit of detail with that?
It
That
sounds
last
very
thing?
hypocritical.
Okay. Well, then I'll go. Can I answer now or no? Or you have more? Go ahead. If you got more, bro, go for it.
No. That's my question.
Okay. So you must have missed the episode where I talk about how I'm not on both sides at all, but actually on my indigenous side. And I actually relate the Bible prophecy to our prophecies, and that those are stories that were robbed from us.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that part, huh? Like the story of Moses, like the story. Wait, let me finish, homie, real quick. Like the story of Moses and the parting of the Red Sea and all that. That's the story of Meshi. Did you hear about that story that I told about?
But the part.
Or did you hear about our migration? Wait a minute. Did you hear about our migration out of Jerusalem? You're assuming Jerusalem is over there, right, in that land? It's actually really in Utah where we came from.
There is actually
you know that, right?
You know what's funny is that you kind of sound like the black people that claim to be.
There's another term. I'm so glad you called, bro.
Break it down.
I'm glad you called. This is what I like, though.
Yeah.
This is what I like.
Break it down because it blew my mind when you explained it to me.
I'm sorry to interrupt. There is no scientific evidence of that being true.
Okay, so what's your name again, bro? Real quick, because I would love to have you on again after.
Javier from the city of Downey, California.
Okay, so after
they call this the Mexican Beverly Hills.
Oh, that's right.
Actually, yeah, it's actually pretty nice.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. All right. Hey, look it. After I give you the information, man, you have my number. I'm gonna give you the information, and you go look up your stuff, and I'm gonna have you call in again so everybody can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you all the information, okay? And the terms that you're using, like black, it's literally melanated, bro. We contain melanin, okay? But our migration and the old maps with the real names on them, okay? So you could see how the carrying of the tabernacle. We carried that. Our God, Huitzilopochtli, we carried that, bro. That's us. Okay? You're taking two separate things. I'm gonna share with you after that. I'm not gonna have a whole lecture. It's gonna take a long time.
It's okay.
It's gonna take a long time. But like I said,
he's got time.
But look at. I wanted people to know your name, homie. Like, with all respect, bro. I respect where you're coming from because you know what? I was the same way. I was the same way like you. And when I first heard all this stuff that I'm saying now, I was like this, homie. Look at the screen. I was like this. I didn't believe nada. And I broke it all down with the prophecy and migration. And those stories are our stories that were robbed. They only replaced them with white images. They replaced them with white images, bro. That's it. I'm not saying, oh, here wait, let me finish real quick. Let me finish real quick, bro. I'm not right here referencing, oh, I'm all Christian and I'm all this, which you've been taught through indoctrination. You've been taught all these things. So that's the way your mentality is going right now because of what you learned. And I was the same way. But I'm going to show you new stuff that you haven't seen, bro. And then I'm going to have you call in again, give your name so people can know it's you. And then tell me if I'm wrong again. You're going to be able to speak again, homie. I'm a man of my word, dog. I am. Okay? And then you tell me what you think. If you still think I'm wrong, hey, tell the people, Marvelous was wrong. What he gave me, it was lies, and I still don't believe him. You could do that, bro, right here. I don't delete nothing. You could. But I'm not right here. I'm not right.
I don't believe in the Bible.
I'm not saying, hey, you don't. You don't. Don't believe in the Bible then. Don't believe in the Bible? I'll give you our prophecy and our.
You quote the Bible as if it was true, but then you come to the other side.
All right, so.
You quote the Bible as if it's true, then you come to the other side and
when I'm quoting the Bible, it's because people are asking questions is referencing the Bible, bro. Yeah. People are asking about Bible verses and Bible scripture, so I have to go to the Bible to show them.
Yeah.
So why are you mad at me for?
So, caller.
No, I'm not mad at you.
Caller. But
that doesn't make. But look at check out your. Wait. Let me answer real quick with all respect, homie. If somebody asks me about a cholo or a gang, I gotta go to reference that gang. If somebody asks me about the Bible, I gotta go to the Bible to give them the answer. I can't go off of my own explanation without showing them evidence that's in the Bible. That doesn't make me going to either side. I'm answering a person's question, homie. That doesn't make me a hypocrite, does it?
No, you.
Thank
you.
you.
Use both as to your advantage. You
Do
quote
my
the Bible,
what am I
and
getting?
you also
Okay,
say-
what am I getting to that? What
Let
is the
me
advantage
let
for
me
me?
explain it to. Let me explain. All right, so
I'm so glad the audience
Let
can
me
hear
expl-
that.
let me
'Cause what
explain.
what is
So-
the advantage for me though?
So what would caller? What you need to understand is because when Marvelous brings up references from the Bible, you have to understand if you read the Bible yourself, the descriptions of the land that they describe there don't exist in that side of the world.
They're here.
When they describe the land, they're literally describing the land here. Everything that they say in the Bible of how the way the land looks, no place over there looks like that. They're literally describing plants and lands and animals that exist here on this side of the world.
Like when they're referencing Jesus Christ, right, to be a savior and come back and redeem his people, I'm showing you that it's the Quetzalcoatl. I'm showing you it's the Aztec serpent that will come to redeem the land and redeem his people. How am I a hypocrite?
Because you got to realize in the Bible, they put a lot of stories together. Some of these stories came from this land. And that's the part that most people don't get yet, that a lot of those stories are actually from here.
Yeah, there's stories or prophecy that's stolen from here. That's our story.
Yes. And this is why there's that connection between the Bible and these lands.
You're misunderstanding me.
It's not written here. It's not written here.
What do you mean?
I think the thing is, a lot of us are misinformed, and what you're preaching is misinformation to the people.
Okay, so the story. What the heck?
Elaborate.
I'm gonna let him go. Go for it, bro.
Let me elaborate. Let me elaborate. The indigenous population in this country, or in this, what they call the Turtle Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did not know or did not preach any of this. There was no preaching of this. If you call them Quetzalcoatl, if you want to call Quetzalcoatl or the Mayan, what do you call it?
God.
Jesus.
Yeah, your tongue is really twisted right now, bro. That's.
I am really twisted because this is the first time I'm calling.
I know.
I'm a first time caller, so I'm a little nervous.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, it's cool, bro. Hey, you know what? Hey, homie, look it. With all respect, I respect where you're coming from, homie. Totally, really. I'm not trying to come against you.
The thing is, I'm gonna tell you one. My main point is this. You, as an indigenous person, and even NORBEEZ, who understands he's indigenous, he doesn't follow the preaching of the Christ. I've heard his things as far as his indigenous roots. I understand that, but every one of us got those indigenous roots forced upon us by the European Union.
Indigenous root.
Christ. Yeah. Everything was brought here from Europe, and it's not. And everybody who follows that is indoctrinated.
What do you?
Because we don't follow those things.
No, but what do you mean though? Like what part? What do you mean? What was taught to us?
Christianity, the Bible.
But Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible.
That was not a part of our religion.
I'm not saying that was our religion.
Okay?
I agree with you.
For us to follow it,
I agree with you. I agree with you. So what are you saying?
We don't follow it.
So, and I agree with you. So what do you mean? Where's your point?
My point is, most people have to be, if we don't know, because our roots were burned, our books were burned. It's
our
almost
codex
like we have to be agnostic.
No.
I'm an agnostic.
No, they weren't burned. Just to clarify, they weren't burned. They still exist.
A lot of our stuff was destroyed, homie.
A lot of it was, but a lot of it still exists. The problem is we wrote a lot of these things. Yes, that's true. But we also passed these stories down. Now, what tribe are you from, caller?
Have you been?
Caller, what tribe are you from?
Have you
caller.
seen? I go a lot to Mexico City. Los indígenas, all los.
Okay, what tribe is there?
People, los Indios
This is gonna be
following the
it's gonna
Christianity
be an endless
religion.
argument.
Caller.
When you follow the Christian religion,
Caller.
man,
take
it's
the next one?
crazy,
Okay,
brother.
okay, caller. But what tribe are you from?
Next caller, brother.
Okay, all right. I guess next caller.
right.
I'm a
Hey,
Yaqui.
you know,
I'm a Yaqui.
okay.
I'm a Yaqui.
Hey,
I'm a Yaqui Indian.
Okay,
Okay,
hey, look
you're-
at bro. With all respect, hey, hit me up on Instagram because I do wanna talk to you for real, bro.
Yeah, we gotta get it.
I would
We
like
get
to talk
other
it up with you,
callers.
homie. With all respect, all right.
Call back next time.
Javier Cuevas from down in California. I gave my information, brother.
Hey,
Right
Got
there.
it. Hey, thank you, homie. I
All
appreciate
right,
you.
Javier. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
But I'm glad this is what a lot of people feel like.
Oh
They-
yeah,
they-
heck yeah.
The way he feels.
and that's
Caller,
why-
your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, my name's Jesus. I'm calling from the city of Hemet.
Jesus.
How you doing, Jesus?
I'm doing good, brother. So regarding that last caller that you guys were talking about, all I can say to that, brother, is dust his sandals off and keep it pushing, man. That's one of those things that I believe he's got to do his own digging if he's willing to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like he's saying about our stuff that's gotten burned, look a little deeper, bro. Go down the rabbit hole, and like you guys probably know already, the Vatican sits on a lot of secrets. The Vatican's got a lot of our secrets hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aztec gold, you
Yeah.
know, all that stuff from our people
Yep.
that have gotten taken.
Yeah.
In
You know?
Switzerland and museums
yeah,
in
so-
Australia. What's it doing over there?
Yeah.
That's-
Exactly. How do they have miles and miles underneath, sitting under the Vatican, of documents of stuff that nobody, you know, you have to be of some kind of clearance to get down there and see this kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But like I said, obviously, you know, some people are going to believe it, some don't, but you got to do your own digging. Why?
Definitely.
Because they don't want us to know this stuff.
Exactly.
They hid all of our stuff. They
Yeah.
took our stuff. You know, they want us to be stupid.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but the thing is, like you guys said before, there's a mass awakening. We're starting to wake up.
Yep.
We're starting to see what's going on in the world and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
And some of that is what makes weak men. You know, not wanting to do your checking up on things. Your history.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, bro.
That's
Thank
cool.
you.
There's-
Thank you.
Good one.
Like the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun, bro. You
Nothing.
know, all this stuff that we're going through has repeated itself with our ancestors. You know, it's just in modern times now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And as far as like to switch it up a little bit, talking about weak men, I mean, look at our comida. Our comida has hormones in it that are making some of the males females, dude. They're getting breasts and shit now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
come on.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Atrazine.
But
Stop drinking that soy
yeah,
milk.
I don't want to take up too much time.
Yeah.
but,
Hey, I appreciate
Yeah,
you
yeah.
calling, bro.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, the
yeah,
last
yeah,
caller
just
just
to keep it short and simple.
Yeah, I think he just misconstrued what I
Yeah.
was saying or stuff like that. He probably thinks that I'm all Christian and I'm not Christian at all.
You're a super
You know,
Christian.
shut the hell up. Your middle name is Christian. Hell no.
Hey, I told you not to
Never.
tell
Yeah.
people that.
Never, homie. Hey, but hey,
Yeah.
thank you for calling, homie. I appreciate you.
Yeah. And real quick, you know, like I've heard from some of our elder people from Mexico, you know, I mean, just to coincide with things from the Bible that they find out there. I mean, the giants. I've heard stories from different people where they find giant bones out there and they get crushed.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but you know, anyways, I'll keep it short. But thanks
All
for
right.
taking my call, man.
All right, homie. Have a
Appreciate
good night,
you.
bro.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I was saying, that, you know, they pass down these stories to us.
Yeah.
But you got to listen to it. And also, we weren't stupid either. We literally wrote a Bible in the language, I think in the Nahuatl language,
Mm-hmm.
that actually explained what happened when the Spanish came.
Mm-hmm.
But because the Spanish, they didn't take the time to actually figure out what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
We wrote an entire story of how the Spanish came and
Yeah.
burned everything.
Yeah, bro.
And there was a Bible
Mm-hmm.
that the Spanish didn't know what actually said on there.
It's
We're not dumb either.
Go for it,
Caller, your name, where you calling from?
It's the homie Kike from the city of Escondido.
Kike.
¿Qué huele, homie?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, NORBEEZ? Hey, Marvelous, ¿cómo estás?
¿Qué
Hey, I
pasó?
wanted to apologize to you. I finally got a chance to talk to you, bro.
Uh-huh.
I've been hitting your DM, but I don't know why the messages don't go through. I was the one that said that you jumped the gun on that whole American Solo situation.
Yeah.
I was not aware of a disclaimer
Uh-huh.
that you stated whether you knew whether the paperwork was real or fake.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I apologize to you right now live, just to let you know that I did not know that there was that disclaimer. The video that I saw did not have that disclaimer.
Yeah, they didn't put that one up, bro.
Yeah.
I had made literally the first video. I said all that too, and that video got flagged by whoever, and they took that down right away. I was in a rush to make the second one, put out the same thing. The video that got posted up was only part of it. So I mean, whatever that fool ran with, that's what he ran with, and that's cool. You know, I never, and I don't know, it came out wrong, bro, or what people misconstrue what I'm trying to get across. You know, I wanted the dude to read his real paperwork so he could stop all this bullshit and show how he really did all these things, and it had nothing to do with that, which he didn't want to do and still doesn't want to do. And I don't know if he can do it because he had his record sealed, you know, for some reason. But whatever, you know, that's his business, whatever. But the whole thing that, you know, reaching for everybody that's a friend of mine now, like that's out of control.
He actually called people. He actually called people that he knows.
Like the whole thing with Tony in the documentary. I mean, that's his business, whatever. But did he have a problem with Tony in the documentary when he had him on the show? No, he didn't. He only had a problem with Tony after he asked him, "Hey, stop messing with Marvelous, or else I'm gonna do this." The same way he came at Commitment Soldier. Yeah. The same way he did with the West Coast Graffiti, and West Coast Graffiti made a video of it finally. You know, and people got to see, like, you know, we're not kids out here, homie. I'm not gonna tell you as a grown man, hey, you can't mess with this person. You're your own man. You're your own man, and you do whatever you feel, bro. Like, you know, I'm nobody to tell you. I'm not your dad, homie. Like, you're a grown man. You make your own manly decisions, homie. But yeah, I appreciate you, homie, for real. It's like, I send my respects in full, for real.
Hey, gracias. But you know what? Fuck that dead issue. The whole American Solo, man. Let's just forget about that and move forward.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. So. Are you guys aware of El Maestro Doggy? He has a podcast where he talks about, like, the whole, not being machistas, but being masculine as men, homie. About holding ourselves to a higher standard. If you guys haven't checked that out, I'll shoot it over to NORBEEZ and see if he can fucking show you later.
Heck yeah. Cool. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, send that to me.
Thank you, homie.
The guy has a podcast on live radio. All right. I'll go ahead and shoot him the list shit and see what you guys think of it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, homie.
Appreciate it, man.
You have a good night.
Again, muchas gracias. I apologize, and you guys have a beautiful night, and keep cranking out these banging episodes, homie.
Hey, you too, carnal. Thank you, man. Bro.
Appreciate you. Hells yeah.
Gracias.
That's dope, man. That's a dope call.
Heck yeah.
You know that and that's the real cool thing. Like when, like a real
that's a man.
Yeah, that's a man. That's a man. Caller, your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Miguel right here, calling from Oceanside, California.
Miguel, shout out to Oceanside.
Hells yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, go, Marvelous. What's up, Norby?
Hey, what up, man?
Hey, I had a question, and then just something to tell you guys. But hey, Marvelous.
Yes, sir.
How can I really get an appointment with you, my boy? I want to get some ink from you, me and my lady, man. I hit you up on the DM, but it's hard to get a hold of you, and I get it, man. You be filled with messages.
Hey, my bad, homie. You know what? Do me a favor after the show. Give me a call, bro, because I don't know. A lot of people are messaging me. They say I'm not getting my messages, or I just don't see them, homie. But go ahead and give me. Yeah, you could call me, bro. Hit me up, and I'll get you an appointment ASAP. Yeah,
I'm gonna text you, call you. I know you're on live.
No, you could call me after the show, homie.
Oh, after the show.
Yeah. Call me after the show, homie. But yeah, I'll get you and your girl in, bro, right. and hopefully I could put something together nice for you, bro.
Hey, I just want something from somebody from LA, my boy. You know, like
that's right.
My girl's like,
I appreciate
she's from LA, dog.
Said
but she got with me, you know, we from Dago.
That's right. And shout out to the homies from Dago. I appreciate you guys for real.
That's why I love my boy. You know, he speaks the real out here.
Thank you,
and I respect your what do you call it? What you guys are doing, my boy. I respect the movement. You, Tony, NORBEEZ, you guys are the real thing out here.
Thank you, bro.
And I just wanted to say something. It's funny, dog. I call Pinche American Cholo. But like, I don't really do this shit, dog. I don't really be calling in this shit. I just be watching this shit because I respect you guys. But I called him in and I was like, what's up, fool? Like, I got a quick question for you. Just, bullshit to the side. And he's all, drop it. And I'm like, hey, I just want to know, like, Tío Tony. I call him Tío Tony, dog. That's like the Tío in the familia.
Yeah.
But, that's the OG Tío right there. Like, everybody's got a Tío Tony. And I'm like, what's up, fool? He called you out on the fade. Are you going to come out? And his first response is like, oh, I ain't a kid. Whoopty woo.
Yeah.
I'm like, but wait a minute. Aren't you old school?
Hey.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, why? Nothing but excuses. You don't know shit. Like, you don't know me, dog. I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, it's just a question, homie. Like, yeah, you know how, I mean.
That's all it was, and he couldn't answer it.
Yeah, but he'll hold the kid down in the alley for tagging on the wall and call the Buddhas on him.
Hey, but you know what? Are you is that the same call where he said, "But if I really were going to do it, I was gonna take it to the next level and come down with the homies."
For real?
Yep.
Hey, he can bring whoever he wants.
And do a real street. Was that the same call?
But
I'll bet you I could put money. I've been to more North Hollywood boys parties than he has. Bet. I could bet that.
No, but like at the end of the day, like he was trying to say like he's old school and shit. Like,
yeah.
And I told him like leave that shit to like Lefty Gunplay because he was talking all this masa.
Hey.
I'm like leave that bullshit to like the little kids, dog.
Yeah.
I'm like you say you're old school, you talk about the fade, right?
Hey.
And he was just like no, like he just kept running around. It was just funny.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, man. I just
hit me up when you want that. Hit me up when you want that appointment though. I got you, homie. I appreciate you calling.
I'm gonna hit you up, my boy.
All right.
For
Gracias.
sure, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right, marvelous.
All right, homie. You have a good night.
Buenas noches.
All right.
Buenas noches, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. You know, I always appreciate people that go out of their way to, you know what, not back us up, but at least,
if I'm doing something wrong, tell me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
What's up, NORBEEZ? What's up, Marvelous?
What up, bro?
This is Al Green from up north in Modesto.
Al Green.
First time caller, man.
What's up, Al? How you doing, homie?
Hey, just want to show you guys love. Good, man. Good. Listen to the podcast. It's a good show tonight, man. You guys are fucking doing it big time.
I appreciate you, homie.
Appreciate you.
I just want to ask Marvelous. What do you think, Marvelous, of who built the pyramids in Egypt?
Man, bro, you know what? It's hard to say. It's hard to say who built them, but as far as the technology, I know that it came from us. I know that it came from us, and using to raise those stones, they did use frequency. I know that, and to raise anything, all you have to find out is the frequency of that matter or that object that you're raising, bro. So I know that a lot of shit, it comes from us, bro. Comes from here, for real.
Yeah, so what I think, and I kind of agree with you and disagree with you. I agree with you about the frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you heard of the guy that's been on Joe Rogan? What's his name? Graham Hancock.
Yeah.
He talked exactly about what you just said about frequency.
Okay.
And how that's like the way that they ended up moving those stones somehow, some way. Who knows?
Oh, really?
Right?
Oh, he says that.
He says that.
I need to check that out.
Graham Hancock.
Graham Hancock.
Yeah, it's Graham Hancock, and there's another guy that's with him during the podcast, and they go deep into the frequency thing, and how somehow like they manipulated sound to move those stones.
Right.
But I feel like, man, did we really get that info, or were we given that info from someone else? That's where I'm like, is there something we don't know about our past that was like a newer technology or like something that could build that? Because I just don't feel like those guys had the power to do that,
there's
bro.
So much, homie. Yeah, there's so much stuff that's been robbed to us. They don't talk about under the pyramids, the lake of Mercury.
Yeah.
They don't talk about the red mercury that they robbed from us. They literally took all the red mercury from us.
Yep.
If you look at every old cathedral building in the 1920s, 30s, up to the 40s, when they started removing every bell, and every it was like a, what do you call it? What's that word I'm looking for?
Antenna?
It was like a ball. It was like a container, and it carried red mercury, bro.
Damn.
And they would use it for power, homie, to power.
Yeah.
And a lot of the ways they used to get around in the 20s, homie,
Yeah.
in the early 1900s, late 1800s, was through blimps.
Yeah.
The blimps would power them, and actually, even a lot of stuff, our energy that we were getting or to heat our house was coming from the ether.
Yeah.
Bro, the ether would, and that's where chimneys come from.
Yeah.
Chimneys aren't to burn wood or none of that shit. That shit grabbed energy from the ether and came down the chimney.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I remember
there's a lot of stuff, homie, that they took from us, but they're not gonna teach you none of that shit.
Nah.
Hey, one last thing. I know you got more callers. Where can I look up that information about what you said about Jerusalem being in was it Idaho or Utah?
Yeah, Utah, bro. You know what? Hit me up on my what you call it, and I'll send you a map. I actually ordered a map, bro. I ordered one. It's kind of pricey, but I'll send you the one that I have in my phone, and you could look it up for yourself, bro. But all the Holy Land is actually here, bro. It's actually in this land right here.
That's it, man. All right, right on. Thanks for taking my call, guys. You guys have a good one.
All right,
too, man.
homie. Hey,
Thank
don't
you,
forget
man.
to hit me up, bro. Hit me up so I can send you that.
For sure, I will.
All right, have a
Thanks,
good night,
man.
homie. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I want to actually post it up, but
The map?
I'd have to send it to you, bro. Yeah, I have it right here, homie.
Yeah, you can send it. You be able to send it to me, and then I'll send it to him.
Simon,
We got our own Jamie in the house.
All right, go for it. What's the next one?
We have a next caller. Well, we got to wait for somebody to call.
Oh, I thought we had a call. My bad.
Caller, your name. Where are you calling from?
Hey, what up? This is Wheelo from San Diego.
We love
That's
from
right.
San Diego. What's
San
up,
Diego
man?
in the house.
I got a question for Marvelous.
Yes, sir.
When are you gonna take that fucking mask off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, bro, tell me about it, homie. I hate wearing this shit. It's just I have a complex, homie. I'm still going through my dental work and shit. It's not fully done yet, so I'm like, you know, I see people clowning in the comments, and I'm always down to get clowned, so I don't even mind that shit, you know. But my shit should be done this month, so I ain't tripping, you know. I'll be without this mask soon, and you'll be able to see my grill, my face.
Hey. All right. That's good enough for you, caller?
You have another question?
Oh, he
homie?
hanged up.
He hung up?
Yeah.
Oh, that was it?
He just wanted to
Oh,
get
man.
that high pitch.
He wanted a clown.
Get that mask off.
That's cool. That's cool. It kind of sounds like Mickey Mouse, huh?
You almost added. But yeah, you do you have
probably-
the map? Do you have it on you?
Oh yeah. Oh, you want me to say? Oh, next caller, fool.
Oh, caller, your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up? My name is Richie. I'm from Colorado.
Ah, shit.
How you doing, Richie?
What's up, Richie?
Hey, what's up? First, I want to be quick because I don't want to take up your guys' time. But first off, I want to. No, I'm a little nervous, but
Take your time.
I respect you guys for you know what you're doing, and I just wanted to call because I'm interested in learning from people too as well. I'm a full-time student right now in college. I'm about to graduate, but I wanted to touch on the part where that first caller, I think it was the first caller, but he was talking about how I think it was Marvelous was mentioning how we were robbed of that story of I guess with Christianity, right? But I wanted to mention how there's this story, and I wanted to put this all together, but it's not coming out right. But
don't trip, homie. Take your time, bro.
To understand cultures, right? I'm sorry.
I said no. Go ahead. Take your time, homie. Go for it.
All right. Yeah, I opened up ChatGPT too because I was interested in. I typed in what you guys were talking about, like ether and chimneys and stuff. That's interesting stuff.
Yes.
But what I wanted to talk about and mention was the story of the Epic of Gilgamesh. It was in Mesopotamia.
Correct.
And it's a 2,000-year-old story about, about a flood and all these different things that relate to Genesis, right, in the Bible. And I was listening to how Marvelous was mentioning how that story was robbed and everything. I think those stories were like plagiarized over time.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But to understand all these different, ideas within, history, we have to understand history itself. Right.
Right.
I mean, there's revolutions that have happened that have, influenced our modern ways of thinking, right? Like philosophy, Greeks, all these different, cultures, but the Mesoamericans were already established into their land, right? And then the Europeans came and they all wanted to take over and this and that, and all these cultures just mixed and clashed. But it's all interesting to me, and like I said, man, I respect what you guys are doing, and I just wanted to share a little bit of that right now with you guys. But what do you think about the Epic of Gilgamesh and the story of the floods? And you should check it out. It's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, bro.
What do you think about it, Marvelous?
I think you're right. In everything you said. They dumb everything down, our stories, or they, what they do? They have a habit of flipping everything backwards, bro, or upside down, if you will. Or making cartoons out of shit. You know, you look at
Plagiarize.
you look at the Smurfs. What was Papa Smurf's name? You know, and what were they doing? You remember the cartoon, the Smurfs, bro?
Wasn't it just
Papa
Smurf?
Sure.
Yeah, you remember like all that they throw all our stuff in cartoons, or they make women out of us, and they do that today. They do that today, bro, in Hollywood. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yep.
Symbolism, homie.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look at the new they're having a Verizon conference, you know, and it's called the Conference of Moloch. You know, have you seen that? That's a trip, homie. How everything you can look it up yourself. You know, and that's good that you're on it, homie. That you're actually looking your stuff up, bro. You know. But yeah, I agree with you, bro.
Yeah, it's all interesting.
Yes, homie. They dumb us down to the point where they're putting metal in the air, homie.
Yeah.
And that metal is a good conductor for the frequency that's being emitted to us. You know, aluminum and barium. I showed my daughter a test the other day, bro, where I got my credit card, and I scraped the dust from all the shit that falls from the sky overnight in the air, and I put a magnet to it, and it all stuck to the magnet, bro.
Wow.
All that metal stuck to the magnet.
Wow.
Really?
And my daughter was like, with the biggest fucking awe on her face, like, damn, Dad.
That's bad.
You're right, yeah.
Shit.
And that's all that shit that we're breathing in. And if you don't believe me, try it yourself. But yeah, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you calling, bro. Thank you. And if you ever have anything that you could share with us, homie, or any of the culture or anything, hey, feel free to call in anytime. Or if you can't get through, send a message, homie, or call me, and I'll relay that message to the public, bro.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, NORBEEZ, too, man. Thank you for having me, bro. Thanks for connecting me. Hell yeah, I'm so honored, bro.
Thank you, man.
Nice meeting you guys.
You have a good night, homie.
Have a good night.
You guys have a good night. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. Later.
That makes me happy that, you know, there are young people that are actually
researching. That's what's up.
That's what that other caller needs to do from Downey.
Yeah, arguing. Hey, but no, it's all respect, though. I used to argue, too.
All right, caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Indiana.
Indiana in the house.
Indiana in the house. Who?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Caller, we need you to move somewhere with a stronger signal.
He's breaking up.
Hello?
Yeah, well,
his phone's breaking up, bro.
You're falling in and out. Try to move somewhere with a better signal.
Okay.
Go for it.
Hello?
Yes, we hear you, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Go for it, homie.
Well, I have like a couple things on my mind. Like, have you guys seen the No Jumper interview?
Which one?
Where they had a northern rapper.
Oh my God, yes. Go for it. You want?
Yeah.
Let's touch on that one first.
Well, my main thing is, like I listen to a lot of, you know, hip hop. And I've paid attention, and it seems like a lot of southern rappers have started using the N-word a whole lot more. You know?
Yeah.
And like, I was listening to Lazy's music and the way he would speak, and he doesn't use the N-word, right? At least I haven't heard a track where he says that word.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I mean, for me, from me listening to music and seeing videos of like from the 90s, from the 2000s, most people don't really pay attention, but like a lot of these rappers from those times, they would say the N-word. And I did notice that the majority of them are either from Texas or from Northern California that tend to say the N-word. I don't even think it caught on here till like maybe mid 2009, 2008, where a lot of younger people just started saying it like normally. That's what I've seen from history, but that's the only thing I've noticed from it.
Yeah, as for me, I don't really know that dude or his music. I would say I don't know his music, but you know, hopefully he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? The only thing that bugged me was a clip that I seen where he said that a lot of Southsiders or Sureños or whatever, or Chicanos from down here, get our style from them. Chale, never. We don't get our style from you guys up north. No disrespect, but if you even did say that, and that was true, say it was true. If you did say that, then where do you get your style from? Ask yourself that. Where do you get your style from? If you want to say somebody's biting you, who are you biting? You know, this whole thing or thing of using the N-word or whatever, it's a trend. That's what it is. Point blank, period. Everybody listens to music everywhere. And Güeros are using it. The Chinese are using it. Every ethnicity is using it because they think it's cool. Such as everything like in LA, it's a thing to be the California mindset. We right here in the city of angels right here, our frequency is so vibrant. We're so vibrant that we spawn out everything. Our gangs have jumped from state to state.
Have you guys? Have you ever been to Chicago?
No,
I never been to Chicago.
Okay, so there is like literally, I mean, from what I've seen, very little to no outside gang influence in the actual city of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And because I got family in Chicago.
What do you mean no outside gang? What do you mean no outside gang influence? What do you mean?
Like, there's a lot of Latino gangs,
right?
Hispanic gangs in the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
Right? But there's no southern hoods in the actual city of Chicago. There's no northern hoods in the actual city of Chicago.
But there is LA hoods in Chicago.
I mean, not that I know of, right?
Is there Bloods in Chicago? Is there Crips in Chicago?
More than likely.
No.
There's not. There is, bro. There is.
I put
there is.
Yeah, because I mean, if they got him in Atlanta.
What I'm saying is LA has become a trend, homie. And a lot of things, whether you're norteño or sureño or Crip or Blood or whatever, the origination of those gangs are here. They're here. You know? They're just...
I understand that, but like, if you go to Chicago, most of those hoods are not LA based or California based. Like a majority of them are homegrown Chicago gangs.
Where you speak, if you're speaking on a specific gang, maybe such as the Latin Kings or something like that, or they have original gangs there. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but what I'm saying,
most of Chicago is not influenced like other cities by California.
Let me wait, hold up real quick, bro. Sorry, NORBEEZ.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, hip hop or whatever, or the rap industry today gets its influence from what main rappers will say? Tupac. Can we agree with that? Snoop Dogg. Can we agree with that?
Yeah.
California rappers not Tupac, but essentially Snoop Dogg, who is a Crip. A lot of other rappers I can name that are either Bloods, The Game, or whatever. And now they become international. And now all these other states see these people from these gangs and they spawn out their gangs out there. You know, everything essentially comes from, I'm not saying that we're the start of every single thing, but the majority of what's going on today, it spawns from LA, homie. It spawns from California. From here. We got LA gangs everywhere.
Like the whole style of Chicago, like that has been the major influence in modern hip hop. Like going to drill people, you know, like that, the slang, the lingo, a lot of that has dominated hip hop in the past 10 to 15 years.
Yeah. So,
what was it? Are you there? Is he there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What was your other question you were gonna say, bro? My bad.
Well, it's more along like I've been to Chicago many times, right?
Yeah.
And I listen to like the rap music, you know, from outside, and I could hear that, you know, Midwest or that Chicago influence in the outside music, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if you could pay attention to, or have you ever thought about the Chicago influence on the hip hop industry?
The only rapper I know that came out of there that I know is Kanye West. Which other rappers would you say came out of Chicago?
Chief Keef, Lil Durk.
Lil Durk.
Yeah, those are what the kids listen to.
Yeah, but the kids listen to everything, bro. They listen to everything.
But it is a part of it.
But
if you ask any of those young rappers or younger rappers like Chief Keef or whatever, who was their influence? What are they gonna say?
Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
Okay,
yeah,
and if you ask Gucci Mane,
Yeah,
and if you ask Gucci Mane, or if you ask Jeezy, who was his influence? Who are they gonna say? What I'm saying is, we're trying to get back to it's always gonna come back here.
It's gonna trickle down.
Always gonna come back here.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing like what I'm saying in our culture, in our cultura.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people that come and they want to talk about stuff about our culture. They're only talking about a certain period of time, like 1492, or whatever, when the colonizers came. And I'm trying to take them further back to as furthest back where I could get our origins from, But people are stuck in this mindset, like, you might be just talking about your generation. No, let's go before me and you. Let's go before, my dad. Let's go way back and find out the real origin of where something comes from instead of assuming that's where it comes from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think? Everybody's trying to come to LA to be a Hollywood star.
Pretty much.
Nobody goes to fucking Kansas or flies out to Chicago to be a star.
Yeah. But you know what? I think what he's trying to say, though,
true.
Caller, if you don't mind, I think what he's trying to say, Chicago, if I could say, Chicago was probably more influenced by the history of gangs from New York, from the East Coast. They were more influenced in Chicago with them, but I want to say more recently, there have been transplant gangs that are from LA, such as, if I could name a few, Bloods are around there. They're known as Bounty Hunter Bloods. Outlaw Local Bloods, and then you have Crips as a Gangster Crips, and you have, I guess you even have some Norteño gangs there, and surprisingly, and Sureño gangs
I've seen them.
Clanton
I've seen them in the
14,
suburbs, but I'm
Mexican.
talking about like the actual city of Chicago. Like if you go to Little Village, if you go to a place like that, you're not gonna find somebody from California running that stuff.
Of course.
It's all MLB.
It would be, it would be depending on how strong that unit is right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is one, like even being from LA, I hear about Little Village. I hear a lot, and you know what? Actually, homies reach out to me from there, and from the Kings too, out there too, and they send invitations. They show respect. That's speed, man. We send our respects right back at you. But if we get down to the nitty gritty of things, I just say, you got to look deeper and further back to see where the origins come from. You know what I mean? Hey, but with all respect, caller, I need to get to the next caller. My bad, homie. But I send my respects.
No,
thank you for calling, bro.
Thanks for accepting my call.
Thank you for calling, homie.
Appreciate you, man.
How many more are we going to take?
Last caller.
All right.
That's the last caller? We're done?
Let's do
one more. All right, one more caller. One more caller. My bad. It's hot in here, huh?
That's just you, man.
All right, go for it.
You can eat it.
Did you answer it?
No, not yet. Wait, did we?
Oh, shit. Jedi's calling the party line.
Hey.
Get off of that, homie.
What did you used to say in the party line? Because I totally forgot how you go in there.
People used to net bang, or not even net bang. They used to bang on the phone. Hey, caller.
How's it going?
Caller, your name, where you calling from?
Hey, man, it's Jose from San Jose, Northern California.
Jose from San Jose. Shout out.
Hey, man, I'm actually at work real quick. I'm actually taking a little break. I do security guard. I'm just going to get it in real quick. First of all, let me show my respects to NORBEEZ and to Marvelous Mind for doing your thing,
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, homie. Thank you.
It's all good, brother. It's all good, brother. Man, you guys had a lot of good topics today. First of all, I ain't gonna lie, that guy from Downey, I got family from down there, but with much respect, that guy needs to do his research a little bit more better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marvelous, he knows what he's talking about. So everyone, hey, take out your pens, your notebooks, and start taking some notes. You feel me?
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, homie. And you know what?
It's all good, brother.
You know what?
Hey, I just...
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I
brother.
just want to say,
Call up.
like, I don't mean to come off like I know everything, you know, like, because I don't know everything. I'm still learning, you know. I'm still learning like everybody else.
Yeah, and you're a student.
Yeah,
like everyone else.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
But whatever I do know, if I do know it's a fact or something, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna try to get the best of my ability to show you. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. That's fine, you know, because I remember where I was at. I was right in your shoes with my middle finger in the air saying, nah, that's not true. Get out of my face. I don't want to hear about it. This is who I am. This is where I come from, or whatever I thought I knew, homie. And as I got older, I realized, man, I don't know shit, or I didn't know shit. And I appreciate the growth, you know.
And
that
the way that yeah, for sure, man. The way that I take it from you is that you don't press beliefs onto people. You kind of like get it out there, and you kind of just be like, hey, look, do your own research, man. Like, I'm just trying to let you know, things about, like, you know, how it could be. But at the end of the day, it's up to the people to make their own research, you know, and their own conclusions, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of take it like the great Tupac, you know, how he says, I'm not the one starting the revolution, but I'm for sure going to spark it.
Exactly.
You know, spark the interest.
That's a
you
good
know?
one. That's a good
Exactly.
one.
So I feel like you're on that shit. You know?
Yeah. I don't want to.
And,
oh, go ahead.
I just want to talk. I just want to say something really quick. One more thing. My time is really limited too. I'm on my quick break. So I am from San Jose, you know, and I seen how you spoke, you know, on the guy, the rapper guy called Lazy Boy, you know, from Northern California. And let me just put it like this: there's a lot of raza right here in San Jose, and I'm not talking about from either side. You know, if you know what I mean when it comes to that gang shit. And everything that he says, it doesn't represent the raza just coming from here. You know, respectfully though, he's really talented.
Right.
He's really loved and respected. You know, but at the end of the day, everything that how he comes at a platform like that, it doesn't represent everyone. You know what I'm saying? But he is talented.
Right.
He's dope and everything. But if I could elaborate a little bit when he said how like people from down there started like trying to copy us or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I do agree. I'm not saying that I don't disagree, but I could kind of see what he says in a way that you guys out in Southern California, in LA, you guys are really like old school, you know, like really really how you say that word, like really like you guys got that flavor of that gangster style, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, in general, you know, like coming from Southern California, that's how we always see you guys, like with that gangster, you know what I mean, style, you know?
Yeah.
Over here in Northern California, it was more like on some like player shit, you know what I mean? It was more like on some fly shit, you know what I mean? It was more like we were really on some San Jose, California. Look it up. San Jose, California is the only city in Northern California besides Sacramento that is really gang influence. Like you could be here in look it up, brother, for sure. Northern California is really especially the Bay Area. You know, I'm from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? The Bay is not really influenced by gangs like that, and I think it all comes from I want to say it comes from Oakland. You know, when they were on that revolutionary tip, where they didn't really let gangs from Southern California establish there because they had their own thing going on. And the revolutionary movement was a big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
And,
dope. That's good.
So, like, the Bay Area always had its own style, man. Like, honestly, the Bay Area always has had its own style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what I think that he meant by that, this is what I think he meant. I think what he meant by that is that nowadays you see a lot of like young people that are like fresh, fly, or whatever you want to call it, right? They're dripped out, you know, they're big nice or whatever.
Yeah.
But that style, the way that a lot of new generation from LA or Southern California is coming out, it does resemble a lot to what the Bay Area has already been doing, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know? When it comes to, like, let's say fast or whatever, you know, because like I said, LA was known for like their dickies, you know, and creased up and all that, like, and the Bay Area it was really just known for like maybe like a pair of Levi's and shit, and maybe the fucking college jackets, you know, like those, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
the varsity.
Yeah.
It's always been different.
Yeah, it wasn't that too
there you go.
influenced. All right.
And the Bay Area over here, like, we're really into like muscle cars, bro. Like, we're really into like fast cars, muscle cars. You guys probably heard about sideshows and all that, like people. And that's really influencing. I mean, that I kind of noticed that LA is doing it now. You know, they probably call it different.
We actually have quite a lot of muscle cars down here. That I like to see.
What I'm saying is that the LA culture in front of the eyes of the whole public, looking like an outsider looking in.
Yeah.
You guys focus a lot on like classic cars. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot.
Oh yeah, the one that gets the most shine. Yeah, I would agree.
Classic cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we definitely got some Challengers and some Novas.
NORBEEZ, you're from Oaxaca. Shut the hell up.
What happened more here?
I'm playing over.
Check it out though. People over here in Northern California will get a muscle car and put like lowrider rims on it though, and make it look like different. You know, like. But at the end of the day, it's like California thing, making it look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. The way that I see it is that I don't know if you try to come at like I honestly, man, I don't even know how he tried to say it, but I always seen that LA and the Bay are different but the same. You know, I don't know how to say it. Now I feel like we're more and more together than ever,
Definitely.
though. You know?
Yeah,
I feel like now
bridging that gap,
building that bridge.
Exactly.
But caller,
bro, and
caller, you don't mind me asking you a question?
That you talk about, you give people. What was that, brother?
If you mind me, if I could ask you a question.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Caller, do you believe that there's a possibility that this guy that did that is all reality, just like some of these rappers down here, just doing it for the clout?
What do you mean?
Do I think that they're doing it for the clout?
That rapper from the north that made that statement, would he be doing it just for the clout, just like certain rappers down here?
To say that we're biting their style?
Yeah, just to get something going, just to start a controversy, start a conversation that's there.
Man, you hit it right. You hit it right on the target, Norby. You know what? Check this out. I hope that this doesn't whatever one person's opinion or another like okay, like you have like, let's say this guy Lazy Boy from up north saying that he would never do music with someone from the south, and then you have Lefty saying he would never do music from the north, and they're both popping. They're both like, if you listen, and I'm saying I'm older too, man.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit older, but I already know what like the people listen to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But hopefully something like that doesn't close off the bridge for our raza, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Coming from Northern California and coming from Southern California, you know, like, because you already know at the end of the day, these two people, Lefty, Gunplay, and Lazy Boy, they kind of have the youth behind them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's something that no one could really take away from them. You know what I mean? People do listen to these people. I'm not saying I listen to them like that.
Yeah.
But reality is reality, and they do have their followers, you know?
Yeah.
And I hope that their actions and their opinions don't fuck up what we be building for like a long time already, man. Because you already know, Northern California, Southern California, we have our history, you know? And it was always not that great, but I feel like in today's generation, we're kind of making up for the lost time, you know, that we could have just been getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that, man. I appreciate everything you do and how you do it, you know? So, I mean, did that answer the question, Norby? Or?
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, call it though, but we do have to go. And I
appreciate you calling in, homie. Thank you, bro. I send my respects to
you.
Yeah,
man. I just called in like on my break real quick. And I just want to show my love and my respect, and keep doing what you're doing, man. And shout out to all my Rasta, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, and really quick, that shit that the president did about Black Jesus, I just want to say that, hey, it's real, bro. You know what I mean? It's real. You guys better get your shit right out there, you know? And once again, man, you guys have a good night. All right, brother?
You too, bro.
Man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, homie. All right.
Now, do we still have that one thing?
What one thing?
Jedi. Okay, we got a special caller.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So we're gonna wait for that to happen. While Jedi's setting that up, let's actually read some of these super chats also.
Oh, yeah, go for it, bro.
Because we got quite a few of them. All right, and then again, thank you for everyone for the super chats.
Yes, I really appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate
okay,
you.
we're on. We're getting the call.
I'm sorry, but the person.
Wow. Let's try one more time. Let's see if that one goes through. You're like, where's that one coming from? How do I press a button? Let's try that one more time. Okay. So I said Chavez dropped $2 earlier.
There you go.
Caller, your name. Where are you calling from?
My name is Nostradamus, and I'm calling from the east side of Wilmington.
Hell nah. Hang up on that fool. He don't know shit.
What's that, Nostradamus?
What's cracking, homie?
I'm just right here, just just finished eating Popeyes. I got the chicken bones, and I threw them on the floor, and I'm here to read you guys' future.
Hey.
Orale.
Oh, you're a bone reader.
A bone reader?
You ever heard of bone readers?
Fuck, I don't know about no bone reader,
They
homie.
take a bunch of pieces of chicken pieces.
Bone reader, dog. Oh, yeah, all right.
That's how rumors get started, Marvelous.
Fuck yeah, vato. Reading the bone, huh?
Well, you put it like that, yeah. I'm not the one that's.
Go ahead, carnal.
Hey, man, you know what? I've been listening to you guys' show. I've been entertained. So I'm going to ask the audience a question. Hey. Are you not entertained?
Hey.
Are you not entertained?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it was dope, bro. But you know what? I do want to say something, and it has to do with music. And this is one of the reasons why I called. I watched that little clip where that one rapper from up north was on No Jumper, and he said that there's rappers out here biting their style. Okay. I don't think that's far-fetched, and I'm going to say why. Okay? Please allow me to explain. And I'm gonna quote Snoop Dogg because he said it best. He said in the 80s and 90s, no two rappers sounded the same. He said no two rappers sounded the same because that would be considered biting.
Yeah.
That would be considered stealing.
Yeah.
You know, in the 80s and 90s, when people popped, nobody stole each other's moves. Yeah. When people breakdanced, nobody stole each other's move. When people DJ'd, nobody stole each other's mixes or scratches. Today, that does not exist. Everybody's biting everybody.
Yeah.
So I think to a certain extent, that rapper could have been telling at least partial truth that there's guys just study people's lyrics. And because it's a trend to copy everybody's sound, everybody's style, you know, maybe to this generation, it's not considered biting anymore. You know, Marvelous, you have your own style of tattooing. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you taught me and all I did was just copy you, I mean, all I am is a carbon copy of you, and the original is always better than the copy.
True. Yeah.
My thing is this. You know, today I was in the studio with Tony G. I was in the studio all day with him. And he told me like this, Tony, the reason why everybody sounds the same, he said, because technology has been dumbed down where now everybody can produce a beat. That's why everybody sounds the same. What do they say? Well, you know what? Everybody's on that trap shit right now. Let's do that.
Yeah.
You know, in the early 2000s, everybody's doing that crunk shit. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing that reggaeton. Let's do that. Instead of being original and being yourself and standing out.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that no more.
True.
Nobody does. So I think to a certain extent, and I'm going to say when he said they're biting our style, maybe they are. I'm not saying they are, but maybe they are because today biting is in.
Yeah.
Man.
And cloud chasing.
You know.
Well, maybe they don't call it biting today.
Yeah,
maybe they just call it swallowing.
Hey, whoa.
Who knows?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm glad you said that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I met so many rappers that have come to my podcast, and here's what they say. Well, you know what? I go, bro, you sounded just like Sugar Free. And he goes, well, I didn't take a style. I'm just paying homage to him.
Well, yeah.
Homage.
And
oh, man.
That's how they play. And I'm like, bro, you took his entire style.
Yeah.
No. I'm just paying homage to him. So today we've taken biting out of the equation, and now we pretty much say, oh, we're just paying homage.
Yeah, you're right.
That's how we kind of make it up for stealing people's style. So if I take Marvelous tattoo style, people say, hey, man, you stole this shit. No, I'm just paying homage to him.
Orale.
And that's what's happening today.
That's a good point. That's checkmate right there.
Yeah, right there.
That's a checkmate. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Tony, for
bro.
calling in, bro.
All good, my brother. You guys have a blessed night, bro. I don't want to take too much of your time, but when I heard the music part, I just needed to tap in.
Hey,
all right. You have a good night, homie.
All right, brother. We'll talk soon. All right, peace.
Peace.
Damn, that was some good glitch out right there.
All I had was cloud chasing, but he actually had actual info.
Homage. Yeah, you ask a rapper today, like who do they listen to or who are they inspired by? Most of them say Nipsey Hussle, or some say Tupac, or whatever. But I back then when you do think about it, everybody did have their own style. You had Bone Thugs, you had Busta Rhymes, you had Twista. Maybe if there was somebody maybe that had a similar style, then they would battle it out.
Well, I mean, everybody found the blueprint and they all decided to copy it because it worked.
Yeah, what I am proud of though, and I'm gonna give them a shout out. I can't give out no specific names, but a lot of the girl rappers today.
Yeah,
a lot of the girl rappers are getting off, and they have some good talent, man, and on the female side. So I want to give you guys, all you female rappers or upcoming girls that want to get into the not industry but are influenced to share your story through rap. Man, it's a beautiful thing, keep telling our story, your story, you know. So my respects to you girls that are doing your thing out there.
I only know one, actually I know a few of them. That girl Natalia.
Yeah, that new girl. What's her name?
Natalia.
I heard her.
Chicon,
I looked at
Natalia
her page actually last night,
Chicon.
homie.
She's really
and
good.
She gets off, homie. Yeah.
I know another girl from she's out there in the, I want to say the IE area, but Young V. She's an upcoming one.
Oh, okay.
So look out for her.
That's dope.
Aside from that, let's read these super chats.
Go for it, homie.
Isaiah Chavez dropped $2. You should stop by the Freaky Tales session. I think it's time to you about that because
all right. Yeah.
I said Chavez dropped another $2. Red Heifer Sacrifice. What do you think, Marv?
What?
Red Heifer Sacrifice.
Let me see the word. Which one are you reading, homie?
The second one up.
I don't know what that is, homie. My bad. I say us. Am I saying it right? I say us. My bad if I'm butchering your name, bro. But hey, I don't know what that is, bro. My bad, homie. Or maybe
so somebody look out.
All right, go ahead.
Hands on drop $199. Could the Eclipse be the Black Sun? I think you answered that one already. Shout out to Westminster OC for becoming a member.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, homie.
KTS dropped $2. Any thoughts on the frequency of classical music?
Classical music actually has that frequency of 432 hertz, bro. Most of it, the majority of it. That's why they say if you're gonna be drawing, if you're gonna before giving a lecture or anything to stimulate your brain or mind, listen to classical music. You could almost hear every old school artist talk about classical music, bro. And I want to give a shout out to the homeboy that just became a member. If you haven't already and you are thinking about it, we really appreciate you to become a member of the channel. We will be pushing some more videos that won't be for everybody, but they're on the members only, right?
Yes.
So I just thank you for all the donations too, man. We really appreciate that, all of us, I mean, we're all struggling out here, but we do appreciate what you can give. You know what I mean? But go for it.
Yeah. So also, KTS, thank you for doing your third super chat on this on the live. So
wow,
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Next one is CHICANO 01. Drop $4.99. Marv, can you speak about what you know about the Huastic tribe? The Huastic tribe. The green one.
No, not right now, bro. I can't get into a big old thing about that, but no, I can't, bro. Is he spelling that right? Let me see. Huastic, or I don't know.
Huastic. We're gonna have to.
Or is that two words right there?
No, I think that's just one.
Okay,
Huastic.
go ahead, bro.
We'll gotta look into that.
Go. My apologies. My apologies.
Let me actually. You know what? Let me look that up just really quick, just so we can
read the next one. Look at the other ones coming in.
Huastic.
Look at what that dude put right there.
I'm about to read that one right now. Huastic people, they're Ortenique people from here known as Huastec, indigenous people of Mexico living in La Huasteca region of Hidalgo, the state of Hidalgo. So they're a tribe that's in that state of Mexico.
Okay. My apologies, but if I don't know something, I can't speak on it. I'm so sorry. My apologies.
All right. 93 drop 499. Question. Thoughts on March 29th, Good Friday? Some say stay home because going out will result in death. Thank you.
Those are all bad omens. Don't believe in none of that shit. I mean, you know what? My bad. I take that back. I'm not telling you what to believe in, but if you give that energy, you'll manifest that, all that stuff that people make up.
All right. Pinky Weenie drop 499.
What, is that the real name?
Yeah, that's the real name.
Oh my God.
Tell the story of Pinky Weenie. Only the real can relate. Am I right, NORBEEZ?
That was
I'm at a loss on that one.
Tell us that story, homie.
I'm at a loss.
Everybody wants to know,
The
dog.
Pinky Weenie?
What happened? Pinky Weenie?
Pinky Weenie. I mean, I can't.
Orale.
Hey.
Oh, you know what they're asking about? They're asking about that story I told one time, homie. I told a story about. I'm not gonna talk about it right now.
That's more for you then.
That wasn't for me. It was for somebody that
I know. I never said a story about Pinky Weenie.
I'm not gonna talk about that right now, homie.
All right.
My bad. Hey, but I feel bad for that fool. That's a messed up situation to be in, homie.
Tony Perez did his 5th super chat on this platform. Shout out to the big bad Fresno Marvelous.
Hey, I appreciate you, Fresno. Appreciate you. I send my respect.
All right. Strange Days drop $5. Marvelous. Keep sharing knowledge and keep rocking steady, G. Thank you.
Thank you, homie. I appreciate it.
Smoke Dog drop $1.99. Passums 10-2. Is it Passums or Psalms?
Okay, Psalms.
Would
you say?
Passums.
Oh my God.
Why is the P silent?
You're murdering this.
Psalms 10-2. Thou shalt smoketh thy rock on God.
Okay,
is that real?
Go to the next one, bro.
Cat Rivera drop $1.99. Thank you.
You're dumb. Pass them.
I didn't know the P was silent.
Hey, did you guys hear that?
Psalms. All right. Fire 100K, son. 100K drop $2. American Gorda don't respect Mexican cultura.
Hey,
I would have to agree.
He said it.
He definitely doesn't.
He said it.
He takes it too lightly. You know what? The thing that grinds my gears is that
ruffles your feathers.
Ruffles my feathers.
Oh my
tickles
God.
my wait.
Oh my God.
Is that people get a little mad that we're Mexicans or Chicanos. We're very prideful people, and I want to say there's a good reason why we're very prideful, because none of the racist people here on this side in this country look at brown people, look at us, and say, like, you're Central American, aren't you? Go back to your country. Oh, you're from Brazil, right? Go back to your country. You're from Peru. Go back to your country. Nope. Everybody always says you're Mexican. Go back to your country.
We are in our country.
Yeah, and that's why we take pride where we have a right to say that we're Mexicans, and we feel a certain way when other people that aren't Mexican say, "Oh, I am Mexican." No, you're not, because you don't understand that feeling of always getting attacked, always being told to go back to your country, always being told that you take our jobs, telling us to die, telling us to fucking disappear. But like what Marlon says, this is our country.
And let me say it like this, you guys. When a people are suppressed so long like that, when you're taken into captivity and your people are murdered and they take everything that you worked hard for, including your land and stuff like that, and they lock you up and they throw you in a cage, it makes the people fight. It makes the people join together. And what happens when you join together? Well, and I'm not gonna get into politics, but we could bring up the prison system. They lock us down, they suppress us, they take whatever we got, our commissary, and they throw away the key, they beat you, they take your privileges away. But when we unite, they don't run shit. They don't run nothing. And if we could do it in there, Why can't we do it out here? Why can't we unite out here?
Yeah.
Do you know how fucking strong we will be? Do you realize how strong you are? I don't think you realize that shit. Because tomorrow you're going to wake up, you're going to go to work. You're going to fucking wait to get that check in 2 weeks. And you're going to do the same thing you did last year. And when the new year comes along, you're going to say, oh, my New Year's resolution, I'm going to do this year. Why in the fuck did you do it last year? How come you didn't do that shit 10 years ago? You know?
Yeah.
Stop waiting for me for you to look at my channel for me to teach you something. Or you learn something from somebody else. Go do it your fucking self. Go. There's a library right here. There's people that you could meet. Ask them.
Yeah.
Ask a senora walking down the street carrying her bags and shit from the market. What did you go through in your life? Can you teach me something? Learn something from them.
Yeah.
You know, don't wait till you get fucking middle aged till you're on your deathbed to want to find out how to cure cancer. Don't wait till then.
Nope.
Learn now while you're vibrant, while your energy's vibrant. Learn now. Instead of going to that stupid ass Dodger game or going to that fucking whatever you're gonna do, that car meet, learn something. Learn something. Go for it, bro. I'm sorry.
Damn, no, that was good, man. I already forgot what I was gonna say.
All right, you guys want to end it? Thank you, everybody. You all set? Go for it.
Okay. Well, shout outs. Thank you to everybody that came through on the live chat. Aside from that, well, we're gonna try to run the fade maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, so look out for that. Also, thank you to Marvelous for having me on again. I appreciate that. And thank you to everybody that's been supporting us, doing super chat, becoming members. Like this really is a movement that's leading our community and our people to the right path of realizing that we really do have a lot of power here.
Yep.
When we're together. And going back to what you said about the prison system, it's crazy because everything you describe is exactly what the school system here
Exactly.
treats us.
Exactly.
Shout out to Focus LA. He just dropped $9.99. Great show, fellas. Thank you.
Thank you, Focus. Appreciate you, homie.
Yes, sir.
Thank you to JEDI. Thank you to NORBEEZ. Appreciate you guys as always, homie. Thank you for coming through, and especially everybody that tuned in tonight. I appreciate all you guys, even the ones that, you know, want to debate me on whatever. Thank you. I thank you even more, you know, for challenging me and challenging yourself to learn more. I don't know everything, you know, but what I do know, I want to leave it here in these videos for you to watch when I'm not here anymore.
Hey.
But thank you for everybody that tuned in. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your respect. And thank you for your apologies for those that apologize to me. And just thank you for your love and support overall. Share some knowledge with your family and your kids and tell them you love them. Tomorrow's not promised. And I'll see you guys a rato.
Hey.